Hello everybody. Last time we left here, we can now print something, and today we will add variables. It will be a little longer video, so please be patient. So we want to define a variable with using var as a keyword, and we define a variable called number. So that's how we want it to work. And we have to implement variables. So let's start. First of all, we have to create another file to define what a variable will look like in our parser. So we define a C header. There we go. And we put an include guard to make sure that when we include it in many files, it will get included only once. That's our guard. And here we have to define our variable struct that will define the state of our variable during the program execution. So that's our struct. And our variables won't have a specific type, so they can be integer, float, strings, characters. They can be anything they want without defining specific types variables. So we define a struct that contains a value for everything. So if it's an integer, we will assign the value to the integer. If it's a float, to the floating value, and that's all. Here we go, the string. I also define a constant because it's better to define constants. So our max string length will be 256. And that's our variable struct. Okay, now we can continue. We need to include our variable struct. And then we need to define a command for our variable definition. So we need to create another if here. If the command equals to var, we will create a struct and assign the value. We obviously pass the line to our function, so it can know how to call the variable. That's our function save var with the string as a parameter. And to keep track of our variables, I will be using a linked list. So we have to define a list node and some functions that will handle our list. So we can add, remove variables, search for them, and those things. Also, we need the header, where we define the node and the function prototypes. Also include the include guard. We define the struct. Oh well, and obviously the struct must have a name because we need to define it recursively here, so we can link the nodes together. And our information in the node will be a var. There we go. That's our node. Now we have to implement a few list functions. And obviously I forgot the type of the variable. We have to declare also a variable in the struct var where we can indicate what type it is. 0 for integer, 1 for the floating, 2 character, 3 string, obviously. So it's easier to find what type of the variable will be. We can now start implementing the list. Obviously import our previously defined header. So our first function will be add, where we can add a variable, and remove, to remove a variable from the list. We create our start node, the head of the list. Sorry, null is all uppercase, not Java here. And we also have to add another variable in our var struct to indicate the name of the variable, obviously, so we can find it if it's already defined or if it's not. We can now start implementing save var. We need to create to allocate, obviously, a var struct. We then assign a value to the name using string copy. So we can copy the name from the parsed line in the var struct name field. There we go.